Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So we are range bound right now. So if you look at the bars that we have here on the 8th hour, the last 3 bars, it is range bound. There's nothing really to write home about here. Look to the left, there's a whole lot of consolidation. Look further, there's more consolidation. This is range bound. So the trend is still up. We don't really have an indication on the moving averages on the 8th hour, but for Euro USD, that is the situation right now. Tells the upside, tells the downside, big confusion. I think I will wait and see what transpires. These are the levels that we need to pay attention to: 121.066 and then 121.420. If we can get through those levels to the upside, that would confirm a bit of a trend continuation here. We've got all the crossovers and we're looking for a break to the upside. But those are the levels we're watching. I'm not really interested in getting into this until we break and retest one of those levels. So if it is the downside, you're going to pick up your downside targets pretty much in this area here of 128.40. I think sideways action is pretty much the call for today. So whatever trades you do take is going to be short and sweet. US dollar, Japanese yen, we've had a fairly strong rally. Then we had for the first part of the week and the second part of the week, it was just one-way traffic to the downside. We did get this pin bar and then a sell-off, and now we've got another green bar. There's a bit of a gap here as well. So yeah, just more confusion. So we do have an opening gap. Some people may consider that closed. I consider that still open. And look at the chaos that we are flirting with here. Look at this area here. So that's pretty much your levels as far as I'm concerned. So you want to be above this and retest. So that's 105.697 for a move to the upside, and then below this and retest 105.426 for a move to the downside. One thing you do need to bear in mind here is there is a potential flag break, range break, channel break on the cards right now. So it's still, the dollar for me is just way too confusing. So I'd rather not be trading this at the moment. So overall the trend is sort of up, but the last couple of days has been a pretty big consolidation, and not something that I want to be chasing. So I'll be sitting on the sidelines with that. If we look at British pound, Japanese yen, we are forming what is looking like a flag. There it is there. So I would be a little bit reluctant to be chasing longs at the moment. The trend is up. Definitely should be looking for opportunities, but possibly a better opportunity is going to be down here of 147.737. You're going to have to pay attention to this flag. Let's get it up here. And if you look at that, once I've realigned my levels, this 147.737 is fairly interesting. It's a gap, it's a decent level to buy off, but it's also the bottom of this bottom trend line, so which is the bottom of the flag. So just bear that in mind. If that does give way, then you're looking for a deeper pullback down to 146.666, and that would mean, in my opinion anyway, would mean a bigger range that would form. So that's kind of the structure that we're looking at the moment. And the London breakout strategy would more than likely work out to the downside or to the upside, because to the downside it's going to come down to this level here, 147.737. So that's my view at the moment. I'd be tempted to buy off 147.737. It's sort of a small position with a stop off just below the swing low here. Trend is up, decent opportunity, and then what we're going to be doing is ignoring our diagonals. Okay, so that's British pound, Japanese yen for me. Aussie dollar, US dollar, don't like this chart at all. We had a fairly strong rally going into the close of last week after being sort of consolidating most of the week, but now we are busy with what looks like a shooting star right now. Well, shooting star, pin bar, anything that you want to do. It's not quite a hanging man, but it's consolidation nevertheless, off more than likely a level. So you can see gap up, big up, could be an exhaustion gap, and then continuation to the downside. This was a very strong move on Friday. So normally after strong move, we get sideways price action. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see something like this level be tested today, 0.78590, and just bounce around here. So this is dollar pair. I'm not really interested in it. Friday did surprise me a little bit because you can see the break through the moving average is a retest, and then bam, we pulled away at a chronic rate of knots. So if I just take this down to the 15 minute, you can see we had a bit of a change. We've got pin bars, we've got engulfing bars, we've got more engulfing bars, more engulfing bars. So there was a fairly decent opportunity with my oscillators, not grouped tidily, but they are grouped to the downside. But I really didn't expect that to happen, but it did. So anyway, so that's just something which you need to pay attention to today. Just watch the consolidation. It's busy with the consolidation now after a move. So I would expect more moves, a shorter move, a smaller move down, sorry, back to this 0.78590 area, and then we're going to have to wait and see. There's nothing really else to the left that's going to hold up price apart from this area where the gap is right here. Okay, next pair is Euro British Pound. Trend is still down, although we are ranging at the bottom here. So a little bit reluctant to jump in on this at the moment. But trend is down, you should be looking for opportunities to sell into this. So I would basically wait for the oscillators just to start moving to the upside, indicating overbought territory, and then start looking for a level. So there are multiple levels here. I think the closest one at the moment is this one right here at 0.86522. But then you've got just above it, you've got this area here, which is also a fairly decent one, 0.86613. So there's quite a bit to look forward to here. I think this trend is still continuing. No reason to be worried about it at the moment. If you are sitting short, not that I would be holding short over the weekend, but that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. I think a bit of consolidation maybe for the rest of the day, and then you're going to be looking for breaks of that consolidation. Or we're going to get a squirt up to some structure, rejection, and the opportunity is going to reside there. Lastly, British Pound, New Zealand Dollar. So this thing came off pretty strongly going into the close of the week, and the concern that we should have at the moment is that's a weekly pin bar off pretty much a confirmation of a trend reversal to the downside. Look at my oscillators as well. So my view of it breaking to the upside, I think I'll reserve judgment on that right now. So that is possible, that is still on the cards. You can see this long consolidation over so many days. We're going to have to wait and see if this area holds. So what I'm looking for is 191,850 to hold. If it can hold and we start moving back to the upside, then we've definitely got an opportunity on the cards. But if the converse is true, then I would suspect us to be moving to the downside. So if you look at the hour, we've had a fairly strong move to the upside. So you can see it's a very strong move to the upside, then came off quite strongly on Friday, and now we are below the moving averages again. So I would be a little bit cautious with this right now. You never know what's going to happen, but I think I'll sit on the sides and wait for this and see what transpires. Anyway, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.